When Hazrat Muslim Maud met the members of his family and other close relatives, there were two things that were paramount. One was the unity of the whole community, and second was that there needs to be someone who could succeed Hazrat Khalifatul Masih II and lead the community from that point forward.
The dissenters had hoped that because of the misinformation they had disseminated, a good majority would agree with their stance in the dispute. The family members, however, stood resolute. Finally, on the 14th of March, all the Ahmadis who had come from near and far gathered at the Noor Mosque after the Asr prayer service. There were at least 2,000 members present.
उस मौका पर भी मौलवी मोहम्मद अली साहब और बाज़ उनके साथी वहां मौजूद थे और उनकी कोशिश थी कि इंतखाब ना हो। वहां पे तकरीबन 2000 का मजमा था। तो सबसे पहले तो नवाब मोहम्मद अली खान साहब ने हज़रत खलीफतुल मसीह अव्वल की एक वसीयत पढ़कर सुनाई।
In that will he has emphasized that the institution of Khilafat should be upheld, and when I pass away, then a pious person should be elected the next head of the community.
हजरत मौलवी मोहम्मद हसन अमरोही जो हजरत मसीह मौद अलैहिस्सलाम के बुजुर्ग साहबी थे, उन्होंने खड़े होकर कहा कि मैं ये सारी सूरत हाल देख रहा हूँ, मैं समझता हूँ कि इस वक्त सबसे मुनासिब और मौजूं शख्सियत हमारे अंदर मिर्जा महमूद अहमद की है।
इस पर हर तरफ से हजरत मियाँ साहब की आवाज़ें बुलंद होनी शुरू हुई कि हमारी बैत लें। लोगों की ये कैफियत थी कि इश्तियाक के साथ और मोहब्बत के साथ वो चाहते थे कि हम फौरन एक इमाम, एक खलीफे के हाथ पर इकट्ठे हों। और बिलाखिर हजरत मिर्जा बशीरुद्दीन महमूद अहमद साहब से बड़ी शिद्दत के साथ, इसरार के साथ कहा गया कि आप हमारी बैत लें। हुजूर ने कुछ तवक्को फरमाया और फिर जब आपको पूरी तरह से शराय सदर हो गया कि सारी जमात इस बात का इकरार कर रही है और वो बैत के लिए तैयार है, तो आपने हजरत मौलवी सरवर शाह साहब को कहा कि मुझे तो बैत के अल्फाज भी नहीं आते।
तो मौलवी साहब ने फरमाया कि बैत के अल्फाज मैं दोहराता हूँ, आप साथ साथ दोहरा सकते हैं। तो इस तरह हजरत मौलवी से सरवर शाह साहब बैत के अल्फाज दोहराते थे। हजरत मुस्लिम मौद रज़ियल्लाहु अन्हु ने खिलाफत सानिया की बैत ली और लोगों में इतना जोश और जज्बा था कि वो जो एक दो आदमी बात करना चाहते थे वो खुद ही फिर एक तरफ हो गए।
That is how Hazrat Muslim Maud Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu was elected the second successor to the promised Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam and became his second caliph. His age was only 25 at that time.
Shortly after the election, the newly elected Khalifatul Masih II, Hadhrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmood Ahmad, led the funeral prayers of Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih I in a vast open space next to the Noor Mosque. The sole purpose of the establishment of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is preaching and propagating the message of Islam, and it was to this purpose to which Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih II paid immediate attention upon his election as Khalifa. Soon, Ahmadiyya Muslim missions started opening in countries outside India. In Europe, missions were established in the UK, Switzerland, Holland, Spain, Denmark, Germany, Sweden, Norway, France, Italy, Bosnia and Albania. In the Americas, missions were opened in the USA, Trinidad and Guyana. In West Africa, missions were opened in Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Gambia, Zambia, Ivory Coast, Togoland. In East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Mauritius. Missions were also established in South Africa, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, Aden, Egypt, Kuwait, Bangladesh, Bahrain, Dubai, Fiji, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia. Missionaries were also sent to Iran, Jordan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Congo, Sicily, Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Albania, Hungary, Poland and Argentina. More than 30 mosques were constructed in East and West Africa, not to mention mosques in Washington, Hamburg, Frankfurt, Zurich, The Hague, London in the UK, Denmark and Sweden. Besides widespread preaching of Islam, he was deeply concerned about the spiritual upbringing of members of the Jamaat.
He placed huge emphasis on education. He wanted to ensure that the whole community, in fact the whole of the Muslim Ummah, but primarily the community, was as learned as possible, as educated as possible, and could offer knowledge to others rather than seek knowledge from others. And that was his key wish.
تفسیر کبیر کے نام سے جو آپ کی تفسیر ہے وہ بھی چھپی ہوئی ہے، وہ بھی ایک عجیب مارکارہ تفسیر ہے، دنیا میں منفرد اور ممتاز مقام رکھتی ہے، اور غیروں نے بھی اس کی بہت تعریف لکھی ہے، اور آج بھی جو اس کو پڑھتا ہے تو صاف اس کو ماننا پڑتا ہے کہ یہ علوم آسمانی علوم ہیں جو اس شخص کو عطا ہوئے ہیں.
The smaller commentary, which is Tafsir al-Saghir, meaning the smaller version, the smaller commentary of the Holy Quran, which again is available everywhere. And again, that also condensed everything, the message of the Holy Quran, the message of Islam, into a small volume.
آپ کی تقاریر بے شمار ہیں جن میں قرآن کریم کی عظمت، فضیلت، اس میں درج مختلف مضامین، علوم اور معارف کا ذکر ہے.
For the benefit of the members, all of the, both from an administrative perspective but from education, is the setting up of schools, setting up of missionary schools, Tariq Jadid, Waqf Jadid. Again, all of these schemes were twofold. One is to encourage and spread the message of Ahmadiyyat and Islam, but also to ensure that everyone within the Jamaat was as knowledgeable, as learned as possible.